Hello, everyone. Sometimes technology is not our friend. And if you was already with us, welcome back with us. And we appreciate those who hang around and say, what's going on? But that's okay. We keep it rolling. We keep it rolling. This was going on with this live thing. So before we were really interrupted by technology, Honey and I was discussing when we first met, which was at a community event for Fat Girl City relaunching their brand. And she was talking about dealing with the change of her body. So go ahead and catch them up one more time, pretty girl.
Yes. So when I was younger, I used to be I get an echo on your end. So can you just turn down your speaker just a little?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. All right. So when I was younger, I used to be really small. And then I got into like a relationship with a bigger person and I ate, I was being fed well. So I gained weight. So I jumped from like a size 3'5" to like an 8'10" in a matter of like a year. And it was hard for me because I was actually being teased by like my family, my friends, because they weren't used to seeing me thicker. And it wasn't necessarily, and I want to be clear about this, it wasn't necessarily like they weren't supportive or anything like that. I think it was just a drastic change for them. So it caught them by surprise just as much as it caught me by surprise. And then when you gain weight, your body go through some changes. You have to change up things as far as how you take care of yourself and stuff like that. So that transition was actually very, very hard for me. And upon moving to the DMV, I started to be around the plus community a lot. And one of the amazing things about the DMV is like the different communities that cater to different things. And being around the plus community actually helped me a lot. I ended up getting like a gig at like Ashley Stewart for like a fashion show, for a plus size fashion show. And I was like, oh my God, these women are beautiful. And and then being around women in like Miss Full Figure DMV, I'm just like, oh man, you guys make me feel so full, and it literally like just ripped my insecurities away.
I love that. I love that because, sometimes it's challenging to get into new things like a new body. That's challenging. You have to go out and you got to
Mm-hmm.
reshop. You went from putting on whatever you was putting on and feeling comfortable to getting to learning how all that works for you. And they
Yeah.
probably wonder, well, what that got to do with her being a part of your village? What that have to do with her being a part of our village is that she understands. She understands what comes with everything with a fuller woman. You deal with challenges trying to figure out what best work for you. I think you are absolutely gorgeous. Of course, we all are hard critics on ourselves. We're all
Mm-hmm.
hard critics on ourselves. And when I started looking for a DJ for the pageant, I was like, where was that pretty girl that was at the daggone thing? What is her name? Da, da, da. I need to find her again. Oh, honey. That's when I put in honey girl. So many honeys came up. I said, no, no, no. That's not the one that I
Not
saw.
my honey.
Not my honey. And I thought it was important because I feel like someone with a story will relate more and you will be more compassionate about what you're doing in your job. Like this job that you're doing, you're
Yeah.
looking at, and like you just said, we make you feel full. You make us feel full. I could trust you with my music and don't have to worry about anything. Like I'm like, oh, honey has it. I don't have to worry about anything. And it made me feel good and confident in knowing that part of our show we didn't have to worry about. I feel like you paid attention to what was going on to the point now you like, auntie, you got to put me this way. We got to figure this out. We got to do this. And I listened to everything that you said because that's your profession. You know what needs to go on, and being able to trust you with it. It
Mm-hmm.
just says to me, it's just amazing. I also, your professionalism is immaculate. It's
I
like,
pride myself on it.
yeah, I mean, it is. And I know at one time I was bugging you so much. I think it was the second year. She was like, Auntie, I got you. Okay. Done.
Uh-huh.
Date done. And I was like, the contract. I got it. It's coming. Done. And then I had to realize you trusted I would do my part, just
Mm-hmm.
like I trusted you to do your part. So you made that part of my foundation so easy. And then when it was time for the pageant day. So let's talk about the first year.
Okay.
We were in
Okay.
the theater.
Okay.
Remember, we was in the theater, And you didn't really know what to expect, I'm sure. Did you ever DJ a pageant before?
No, not never. I don't think I had ever even attended one to know how they go or like the
How did you
process as
feel?
far as music and stuff like that. No. Mm-mm.
So how did you feel when you got that list from me? It's like,
I was fine with the list. I was fine with the list. I think we talked about it. I think the only thing at that point in time it was like I needed someone to communicate, because the moment anything goes wrong as far as sound, the first place everybody look is to the DJ.
yeah, we
So
look at that.
I'm just like, listen, I don't play them games. We're going to make sure everything runs smoothly. So I don't mind running back and forth behind the stage to make sure everything goes right. So as far as the crowd and as far as the show ran, everything was perfect. Everything was cool as far as like that was concerned. I just think that if anything, it was, but we mastered that after the first year. We were cool. So, you
Yeah.
know, it was crazy backstage. It was crazy. You got a lot of beautiful plus size women, and they're like practicing and they're trying to get themselves together to make sure that they do everything right. They come out with their extravagant outfits, and I'm just like, oh my God. Listen, I was like a spectator and the DJ at the same time my first year. I was like, oh my God, she got that made. Oh man, they take this serious.
It is
and
serious.
that year I learned to appreciate the pageant. I really did, because not only was I backstage, I actually got to see it. And I was just like, oh, this looks really, really great to be a part of. So anytime I see anyone or if I meet anyone, I'm like, hey, you know, you should check this out. I think that you'd be great for it. So yeah.
You know what? Give me virtue hugs. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Virtue hugs. That's what I'm talking about. Because that was going to be my next question was when you attended the pageant for the first time, how did it spark to you? Did you go, oh, okay? But it sounded like you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I
And
absolutely enjoyed myself. Absolutely 100% enjoyed myself. I think that all the ladies are inspiring. It gives you something, it gives you like that nook of something that you can be great at. And you don't have to worry about the outside world. You don't have to try to fight the body shaming industry. No, we don't do that here. You know what I'm saying? You got your own little nook of something that you can be proud of, that you can actually tote and travel with across the nation and say, hey, I am Miss Full Figure DMV. Who are you? And they're like, well,
who are
what's
you?
that? What is that? You know? Like, what is that? I
I
need to learn about that. Like, you got a crown? You got a sash? Let me learn about that. And I actually thought that it was actually a really great idea. And it's one of the reasons why I love the DMV so much, because they just find ways to be unique. Everybody has a way of being unique. And I just, man, I love the show. I absolutely loved it, which was the reason why, like, the following year, I wanted my sister to do it. Because I figured she would appreciate it too. And she actually told me she enjoyed it as well.
Oh yeah. So again, another great part of having my sister involved here, who she called me auntie. I'm a little older, but I love her. Um, for some reason, we couldn't do
Mm-hmm.
our pageant. You were unable or unavailable at that time, but you didn't leave me hanging.
I would
You was
never do
just like, I know now. I know. It was like you was like, oh, I got something going on and blah blah blah, but I got you taken care of. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this DJ popped up, honey. I was like,
Right.
I was
Right.
like,
She fit the image,
I said,
right? She went along with
yeah.
it, right?
I said she sent me another woman DJ, and she was just as easy to communicate with. I love her, I appreciate her, and that she was available. But the word "but" don't like to use that because that means I take and erase everything I just
Right.
said. However, it's just something about honey. It's like it's my honey. She is here.
Yeah.
But because you were able to provide her, and she did an excellent job because she did both nights for us, and
Right.
she did an amazing job. I want to also talk about, once after you did the pageant, you met our CEO, Miss Teresa Randolph, at our
Mm-hmm.
pageant.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to believe how fast that she FaceTimed me one time when she saw you at another event in another state. And
Yeah,
she
we
was
did
like,
see each other. Oh, yeah, we did. And we took a picture together and everything. Yes, I remember. Yep. Mm-hmm.
she was like, your DJ is here. She's here. And I was like, because she international, baby. She international. I can tell you. And she was just so happy to see you. But it's kind of like you're part of this family. You're part of the village that make Miss Full Figure DMV what it is today, honey. And I can't help but to be super appreciative of your time, of your dedication. And I know, look, when we end this year, you was like, Auntie, what's next year? What we doing next year? And I was like, oh, boo, it's our fifth anniversary. It's our fifth anniversary. We're going extravagant, COVID trying to mess with us. But we're going to make it happen in a way that it's still going to be memorable and beautiful, even if it has to be small.
Who was the other young lady that you use? Queen of the DMV, or who's the other female DJ?
Oh, Courtney.
Yeah,
Queen of the
I don't know her
Turntable.
real name.
Oh, Queen of the Turntable.
Yeah, her. We chatted right after the pageant, and she's like, "Sis, I know you did bomb." I was like, "Girl, right?" And I was like, and this was right after I spoke to you. You were like, "Oh, girl, we're gonna do it big." And I was just like, and I told her, I was like, "Well, maybe me and you could do the pageant together." And she was like, "Yo, that would be so dope." So, Auntie, I'm just saying, maybe me and Queen of Turntables can DJ the pageant together collectively.
That would be a good thing. I need to talk to her about it because I know y'all had that cute little conversation because she actually moved to Atlanta.
Right, but she had already moved to Atlanta when we had the conversation.
That's right. Oh,
yeah, she was already gone. This was just September, so she was already in Atlanta. Yeah, so because she said that, I think she'll come back.
I think she would. You're right. I need to go ahead and. That's a great idea. Oh my God, people be like, "Did you see what happened with the music?" That's a good idea. We need to check that up a little bit more. I love that. Again, girl power, woman power. I'm down for that. And the fact that I had a conversation makes me so happy. That woman, she usually do our mix for our dances. In Atlanta, I'd be like, here, put these songs together if I can send it to Honey, and she works with me. And I'm happy to hear that you two had a connection. And that was a good idea. Yeah, baby, we're going to milk that. We're going to figure that right now. We're going to figure that right on out. But I want to also talk about how you felt about the difference in the last couple of years. But before we do that, I wanted to just show this picture. If you look, you see your DJ stand on the stage.
Yeah.
This is the first year. And when I saw that picture, I was like, why didn't y'all get a good picture of my DJ up close? I'm fussing. But it says a lot. It's like they don't even know that you're there, but you're there. And you was enjoying and you paying attention. This is the first year. These girls was getting down with the diggy. Okay. They were getting down. They were getting down. And then we moving into this year. Oh, I love this picture. They got a picture.
Yeah.
You look so cute. And I just love the fact that you take pride and come out and really do everything possible to make the experience what it's supposed to be. I'll give y'all one more because she cute.
Yeah. Cute. What ways, honey?
She's cute. I love it. So, you have some other things coming up as well, to my understanding, that I want to talk about too. But real quickly, we're going to just go ahead and hit my little commercial real quick because people need to know what's going on with us too. So then we'll be right back. Are you a full-figure beauty in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, or Northern Virginia? Ages 18 to 60? Yes, it says 60. Sizes 12 and up? Well, sis, we're looking for you. Miss Full Figure DMV Pageant 2021 season and our 5th anniversary auditions are going virtual. Visit our website at www.missfullfiguredmv.com to start your journey to the crown. And sis,
It's your time to shine.
Hey, boo. I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like my little commercial? I had a,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a little something. We're in our 5th year, and this year is our 5th anniversary. This year, we decided to do our theme is Rise of the Queens. So what's happening is that people must understand this is going to be all glitz and glamour and the gore. If you haven't been to a ball in a long time, get your ball dresses out, baby, because this is what this is all about. Ain't no jeans and tennis shoes, some slacks, or a little cute dress. We're talking about formal. So we're gonna be doing the daggone thing. It's gonna be simply
amazing. At a dress.
Yeah, look, yes, honey, because I know even with a dress, you'll be able to do what you got to do. And I'm looking for some sparkly headphones and stuff. I'm gonna be looking for headphones. What I did do just now, I added some information at the bottom of our screen telling everybody your IG and for booking to visit your page, because I'm going to encourage you, if you're on this live right now and you have an event that's coming up, I'm gonna tell you, I'm pushing DJ Honey I'm pushing that you will want to work with her, because everything that you look for in a DJ, professionalism, honey, she's stylish. She's going to be cute behind there, and she's going to fit well in any event. And she's going to give your event a beautiful sound. It's going to be amazing, something you won't regret at all. And if you don't believe me, honey, you can visit our YouTube page, honey. All the music is there. You will see that you didn't see no glitz. If it was a glitz, it's because something I did. It had nothing to do with her. So be very clear. Be very clear. Honey, can you tell everybody about some of the things you have coming up?
Right now in November of 2019, I actually won a DJ battle. And the battle was for like a DJ game show, like a music game show called Vibes. And pretty much I battle other DJs and they give us a topic and the crowd picks the topic. And then we have to play songs within that genre. And we get points for certain songs and how we switch the songs and stuff. Well, the good news is that it actually made it on TV in New York. Noir TV, which is a Black-owned channel that's on Verizon and Optimum. I believe if you go to my website, the channels for Optimum and Verizon is on there. But then you can also go on YouTube and watch the shows. And then sometimes we stream them live, and they're every Monday and Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. So that was actually pretty cool. They're still streaming now. Today's Monday. Oh, look, it'll be on tonight, 10 o'clock. My episode has not come on yet, but I would say familiarize yourself with the show. It's actually a really dope show. The guy who runs, his name is Jay. He's a great guy. He's actually a really, really genuine person. And you don't meet a lot of people like that in the entertainment business. But he's actually a really cool guy, and I'm actually proud and happy for him that he actually is reaching, the peaks that he wants. Also, as far as this year, I've had some weddings. I'm like big on weddings. I love almost like, I'm gonna say like 99% of the couples that I've married are still together. So, I'm a good luck charm.
I love it.
Various virtual parties. But I think that people are mostly, and even myself, waiting for the world to open back up. We want everyone to be safe. So basically that's what I got going on right now.
Well, I mean, we understand right now, COVID has definitely readjusted us in so many different ways. And it's about how we adjust ourselves to the situation. Like right now, with everything that's going on, normally in a DMV area, honey, we'll be circulating through so many events in the DMV area to get out to reach people and talk to people. And, it's time to dress up. It's Friday, Saturday night, Wednesday night. Sometimes it was always something going on in the community, period. And now we at like at a halt. But, knowing about events like you have it, the virtual events are amazing. People are now social distancing and still able to be around each other, just making sure they're, more, what's the word I'm trying to use? Aware of what they're doing and who they're around and things of that nature. But because you spoke on your the battle, I definitely want to show them a little clip of it. So I'm gonna do that now.
Okay. If all the DJs left Philly, they would be successful.
Big shout out
with DJ Honey. Make some noise.
Nobody was ready.
It's not just one particular DJ that contributes to DJ Honey. It's the culture itself. It's normally what I play. It's what I play. And people go crazy. I like to play with people's feelings and emotions through my hands. So when they hear that song, I need a reference.
You play my song.
And I also forgot, if you follow my page enough, I actually DJ at this local skating rink at Temple Hill Skating Rink, and I do a ladies' night. Yeah, I do a ladies' night, and it's a great time. My ladies' night just passed this Friday, and I normally do the ladies' night once a month. So the dates vary. It's not a set date, but it's definitely a good time.
Well, you definitely get social distancing and skating, honey, because ain't nobody trying to follow nobody.
Exactly.
So that makes sense. So everybody, be sure to go to Honey's IG page. You can see it going along the bottom of the screen. Make sure that you go to her website to keep in touch with her by her music. You know, if you're able to attend one of her events, please do support this beautiful sister of mine. I love her so much. She's worthy of all of your support because you know what? She gives it back. She gives it back. And she's a genuine person and a genuine soul. I can't thank you enough for taking your time to be with me tonight. Oh, girl, let me tell you, I understand time is so valuable and precious, and you can't get it back once you spend it. So who you spend it with is very important. And the fact that you was like, yep, I got you, Auntie. I think I'm available. And I was like, oh, I just love her so much. She said, yes, she got it. Because sometimes people think I do these things and I think about these things months in advance, baby. These are like days sometimes. And this series came about because I was reflecting on how I started the pageant. And I was going to live and I was talking and I just felt like I didn't mention some very valuable people, and that doesn't sit right with me. You know, I'm like, oh, no. I need to make sure that they need to understand how important, how appreciated I am of their services and their time and what they bring to the ultimate vision of the pageant. Now, you know, you've been since year one, year two, your sis took over. Year three, we was back in the theater again. But year four, this year, because of the coronavirus, we end up in a space that we only usually use for preliminaries. What did you think about how did you feel about being in that space? And did you feel the difference between the two?
Yes, absolutely. Maybe I'm crazy, but I actually like the space this year. I did, because the theater is so big, you know? The theater is so big. So when we were in the conference room at the hotel, it was intimate. You were able to make deeper connections and have different conversations with people that you wouldn't have at the theater. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm all about intimate things. And I actually liked it. And this was probably one of my favorites. You know, it's definitely one of my favorites, but it was definitely different. But I don't want to take anything away from being at the theater either, because then, you know, you have your vendors outside, you know, the theater. So I actually really love that. I think we all like to shop, you know, so, and then you get to get your little special things like, oh no, I got this at a pageant. You don't have this, you know, it's like, it gives you like a boutique feel. Like, it's just like, it's literally like a stripper, like boutique. So I really like that. But no, it was definitely different. This year was a lot more intimate, which I think was great. You know, I liked it.
You know, I thought about some things and I said, you know, I think some people, we've been locked up for a while, right? And then we having nothing going on. And then I sat back and I looked, because whether it looked like it or not, we had chairs set apart where people were sitting with their families, you know what I mean? People sitting two at a time, or if you're by yourself, you sit with yourself. And we were able to add the vendors to the back end, so people got to shop still, you know. But I heard that. And I think also with this situation, I think a lot of times when we miss something and when we receive it again, we appreciate it again. So I think also that's a factor. But I love that you felt that it was more intimate, and I don't think that you were honest. Thank you so much for being
Now, Auntie, I'm always be honest. I don't know if that's
honest.
a good
I
thing
love
or a
it.
bad thing.
I love it. Let me tell you, because I was having a whole flip, okay? I was flipping
Thanks,
out.
Julie.
Yes, Miss Julia, we appreciate you. I was thinking a lot about um how am I going to pull this off? Because the theater, I know where it's at, what's going on, how to figure this out. And then the hotel wasn't that huge, but it was the hotel that we used for our preliminaries. But I wanted to make sure that girls who were in this pageant still experience what every other season experience as well, which is an amazing show. Amazing
It
show.
was,
And,
and that it
and
was.
I appreciate you, sweetheart. And you again, because of you, and you're a big part of our foundation and our village. Our village is so important. And I thank you for continuing. That's right. Get ready for this year. Get that gown together for you can be ready for that. Okay. Cute.
I just wanna say something to the potentials.
Okay.
I think that not only, you get the crown and the recognition, but what I love what Auntie does is, mind you, I just start calling her Auntie on my own, okay, y'all. What Auntie does is she creates a family. And believe it or not, I've actually seen a lot of women grow even more from the pageant, where the pageant was just a stepping stone for their new platform. Like Auntie creates a platform for the plus community here, and I think that is very important. I think one person that really, really I watch her grow, and I remember how she started is Akila. Oh
Mm,
man, she is amazing.
my
Oh,
baby.
she's amazing. So not only do you get your platform, but you also get a family. You get a bunch of supportive sisters, and every year I tear up. I swear, I tear up, and I just be like, oh, and you can see like the sisterhood, and you can see the bonds forming, and I think it's a really, really beautiful sight to see. And Auntie, I don't think that you get enough recognition. I think that you deserve so much more. And that's why I stick with you, because you deserve it. You deserve everything great that happens from the pageant. And I wanted to make sure that I told you that, because I never got a chance to tell you that, because every year after the pageant, everybody's pulling after you. So, and I know you hear it though. I know people tell you, but I never got a chance to tell you that, it's women out here who actually struggle with being plus size, and you create a comfortable space, a safe space for plus size women, and that speaks volume to your character and who you are. And I even see it within your own family, like how much your family supports you, and you give that out to the world, and your family supports that, and that's an amazing sight to see. And your husband, he is God sent, because he does it all for you. You are so blessed, Auntie, and I just wanted to make sure that I told you that.
See, I love you
I
for
love you.
so many reasons, but see, you about to make the lashes fall off, baby. My eyes are slanted. I can hardly hold them on. I appreciate everything you just said. I, I'm humble. I'm very humble because if any day something can be snatched away from you, but I'm also a believer of making sure that you use every moment. So me pouring into this passion that I have for women, that's what it is. I want to see women understand how important they are, Oh God, I don't want to cry. But I don't and I'm umming now because now I'm all choked up. I don't look for people to say what you just said to me. I don't look for it. I don't look for it. I uh I do my best to make sure everything that I put out is understandable. If I put it out, it's because I want to put it out. It's not because I'm expecting something back from you. In the way percent, the only thing I ask from people is respect. That's it. Remain respectful and all will be well. You get what I'm saying? And this it just makes me feel good,
Mhm.
sweetheart, because when I started this whole thing, um, there's a lot of challenges. Okay. There's a lot of challenges because I'm coming from competing in this pageant in New Jersey. Did not win the crown for the big crown. I won one of the auxiliary categories, but honey, I took that there and went to the books with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then one year
Like
later,
Like Aquila.
you know, 1 year later, I got offered an opportunity, and I was like, Lorraine, you got a lot to give, and I told this story plenty of times. Um,
Hey,
uh, uh,
Trinity.
she said, "Hey, honey." I come back to this because a lot of people don't know that I lost my sister when she was really, really young. You see what I'm saying? I lost my sister when she was, excuse me, 1 second. Eric, the speaker came on in the middle of my live, baby. Another blooper. Can you please come and turn it off?
We don't hear it.
Oh, wonderful. I lost her really, really young. And when they took that away from me, it made me understand how important sisterhood was. It's like you have to appreciate the women around you when you can, because there's no telling when that might not be the case anymore. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing that with me.
You're
It definitely filled my glass, because sometimes I know I run on a half a glass, and that just filled me in so many ways, honey. And I know it's genuine, and I appreciate you for that. And I appreciate you speaking to the women. I appreciate you saying to them, hey, look, listen, this organization will fill you if you want to be filled.
Yeah. Definitely
if
if you want to feel. And maybe if you don't want to be filled, it may fill you and you don't even know it. So, it's definitely a great vibe that's within Miss Full Figure DMV. And I 100% support it. And I don't say that about everything, okay? Because, I don't. And if I say it, I mean it. And I mean it from the pits of my heart and the depths of my soul. So I love you. I love Miss Full Figure DMV. I expect and I know that it will be even bigger than where we started. And I'm happy to be on this journey with you.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. We are going to have many years in front of us as long as we can do it together. Because I'm not looking for another DJ. I'm just not. It's no need.
I already came to that conclusion, and I had to have a conversation with myself because like you said, we have challenges, and I had a challenge. The challenge, and I was just like,
yeah.
Auntie not gonna let me go. She already let me know. Like when you called me, you was like, honey, what is the problem? I was like, okay, this is what it is. And then I hung up the phone. I was like, she ain't gonna let me go. So I try to make sure that I get your date early in the year or whenever you get it, and I arrange my schedule around it.
Oh, honey, that means a lot. Because they're gonna be mad. I'll be like, I'm going to her event. They're gonna be like, don't you supposed to be at the pageant? You got my DJ. I'm coming to get her. You know? Right. You have a problem. And somebody wedding, they probably be, oh girl, wedding crashes for real. Oh my God, right. Somebody get the lady in the gown because she's coming in. But I definitely can't thank you enough. I'm gonna continue praying over you and your family. I know you have a beautiful partner who takes good care of you and yourself, because you're always smiling. And like I said, you got the jokes of all jokes. I love that. And some of your humor, I'd be like, oh, it's dark. It is dark, honey. Y'all better get it together. But it's all in fun. You don't mean anything malicious. It's always fun. And I appreciate that. Again, if you haven't already, pull out your phones, go to IG. You're going to find my DJ Honey 215. Follow her and then book her. Okay? Follow her. Book her. Now, people, keep the professionalism. Use the website to book her. Don't be all up in our DMs and stuff.
It's okay. It's okay if they're in the DM. I'm going to direct them to the website anyway.
See, I'm trying to skip a step for you. She's going to put you in the website.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just an extra layer of connection. I try to build relationships with my clients. So it's okay if they're talk
You
to
can
me.
DM her. You can DM her. Because I be saying when they say up there, no DMs, I'm like, I don't know. But I didn't see that on yours. You're right. So you can DM her. You can DM her. You can also go to her website and enjoy being around Miss DJ Honey. If anything at all, just get some humor through your day. I'm telling you, it'll put you through the day. It will put you through the day. And the music. All right, love, we're going to wrap this up now. And just before we leave, one more time, I'm going to show, because your event, the show comes on tonight at 10 o'clock tonight, right? Although Honey will not be.
And the channels are on my website, honeythedj.com, if you have Verizon Fios or if you have Optimum.
Okay, so if you have a Fio or Optimum. So we're going to start with DJ's Honey clip one more time so you can kind of see what it's about. People support this because we want her on there more than one episode. We need to have her on there all the time, okay? All the time. They're going to be like, DC always looking, DMV, Maryland, Virginia. And then she can say, that's my hometown. That's where y'all getting all the looks from. It's me. Make sure you do that.
If all the DJs left Philly, they would be successful.
Big shout out for DJ Honey. Make some noise.
Nobody was ready.
It's not just one particular DJ that contributes to DJ Honey. It's the culture itself. It's normally what I play. It's what I play. And people go crazy. I like to play with people's feelings and emotions with my hands. So when they hear that song, I need a
There you go, baby. All right, honey. I want you to enjoy your night. Enjoy your week. We'll be talking soon again.
Good night, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck. Bye, baby.
Love you. Bye.
That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I want to again thank you for those who were able to come back in after we have our technical difficulties, but it was worth making sure that we get up back onto this live. DJ Honey is one valuable person that I would say her value continues to increase. So that's the type of person you want to be. I'm going to tell you that's the type of person you want to be. Again, I have her information following. She's one of our key parts of our village. And I want to keep pushing her, keep supporting her, keep uplifting her. Before we leave, I want to also invite everybody that's on the channel right now. You probably looking and listening to us via, YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube page, please do. And if you haven't already and you're interested in becoming a delegate in a Miss Full Figure DMV pageant for our 5th anniversary, our 5th anniversary auditions went virtual. So one more time, we're going to plug you into that as well before we log off. Are you a full-figure beauty in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, or Northern Virginia? Ages 18 to 60? Yes, it says 60. Sizes 12 and up? Well, sis, we're looking for you. Miss Full Figure DMV Pageant 2021 season and our 5th anniversary auditions are going virtual. Visit our website at www.missfullfiguredmv.com to start your journey to the crown. And sis, it's your time to shine. Again, thank you for joining us. Join us tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. again, when we will have our second series of It Takes a Village. You will not want to miss it. We're bringing on the Plus Report, Mickey Armstrong and Monica Day, the Curvy Diva. Love, love, love. Remember to give it, receive it, because you're going to receive it from yourself. but be okay with giving it as well. It was so amazing. I want to thank again. Thanks to my special guest, DJ Honey, and to all. Good night.